overall it's a great album.
A lot of melody in the guitars, a lot of solos.
It's a story theme album.
It has a vibe/attitude that I personally haven't heard in a long time.
Love for pleasure, love for greed. I am the jury of the nation to see. Judge and jury, whatever you choose. Within the liars, I will bury the truth.
Yeah, it's a straight-on thrash album. It got the groove, it got speed, it got melody, it got it all.
It's a story theme album. I think it's cool. It's a bit more work, but I think it proves that the songs mean something, I guess.
First of all, it's a great thrash album, I think, with this Bay Area kind of thrash metal. Not so common these days.
Well, I think it's a high-intensity, full-on thrash metal album. It's intensity with groove rather than speed. It has a vibe/attitude that I personally haven't heard in a long time.
United States of Hysteria, Rise, and The Murderer. And then, of course, I think all of the songs are really good.
REIGNSAW and perhaps the United States of Hysteria is a great song. But overall, the album kicks ass. It's not a bad song, according to me.
Crawl, march, die. War, death, burn.
I was kind of raised with that kind of genre. It started out with Metallica, Metal Militia. I heard it on a compilation album back in '83, I think it was, and I completely sold after that. And after that, it came Slayer, Testament.
Since I'm the youngest in the band, I guess I haven't been listening so much to the old school thrash.
As a kid growing up, listening to the new wave of British heavy metal, I guess it was just a natural step for me because I wanted more aggression, I wanted faster songs, I wanted more drums. Thrash metal, when it came along, it was just a natural step.
Back in 1983, I first heard Metallica on a compilation album. I got hooked right away. I think it was Metal Militia, and then came Slayer, Megadeth, Anthrax, all the big ones. And then the Bay Area scene came along, Testament, Exodus, and all that stuff, and I fucking love it.
We're here to stay.
It's a band, not a project. So
I just wrote some songs, you know, and then I called Petri up if he wanted to play some lead guitar on the album. And then we said, let's make this into a band instead. So he suggested we called Ricky to play drums on the album, and I suggested what about Magnus as a second lead guitarist. And from there on, yeah, we're a band. We're here to stay.
Something godlike.
I'm involved with a project called Ebony Tears, which hasn't been around for a long time, but for me the most important thing with REIGNSAW is the chemistry first and foremost. When I met the guys, it was just a good vibe right from the start. And
Magnus Söderman has been one of my favorite guitarists since I started playing guitar. Rick, I've met him a lot of times on tour and stuff like that, and I know he's also a very good drummer, so I thought it would be quite easy to work with this and fun to work with these talented guys.
Have you had fun?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it would be very fun to play with Petri. I never played with another solo guitar player before. So this was the first time, very challenging for me, and just love it. Petri's a great guy, great guitar player. Play groove with Bay Area thrash with a lot of melodies. That's exactly what I wanted. And after this, I started to play with Night Rage as well, and it's perfect.
My main band is called Man Machine Industry, and it's more kind of like a solo project. With this band, I wanted it to be more like a band. I had 5 songs ready to go, but then Magnus had some ideas to put into those songs to build some more solos on them. And from there we went on to writing the rest of the album together, me, Magnus and Petri.
We met up in my studio and did, I think, 5 or 6 songs together.
Me and JB, we wrote the drum parts together. That was quite an interesting thing to do because he's also a drummer. So we had a good exchange of ideas and stuff like that.
We recorded the drums at Erik Mortensson's studio.
We did the rhythm guitars and solos in my studio.
The bass and some stuff, vocals in my studio. So we went back and forth to different studios to put the album together.
Source of ignition, it's the birth of its reign.
Why not?
It follows the lyrical theme, I think. Blood and gore is always cool, I guess.
Because this is a REIGNSAW history, his story of his life, and it includes a lot of violence and blood.
Yellow pages torn at the edges, a damaged soul imprint. That's what's written on the last.
When we came up with the band name REIGNSAW, my brain started spinning on who is REIGNSAW? Is it a character or is it a band?
As a fan of metal when I was growing up, it was the coolest thing when you were standing in line to buy an album, and when you got the album it was this sort of a concept theme and something more.
Johnny had this great idea to write the theme album, so it's his effort. It's a bit more work, but I think it proves that the songs mean something, I guess.
Well, I think it's cool with theme albums. It's a little bit more challenging for us as writers. With the songs, everything must fit together with the lyrics and so on, and it gets a little bit more depth into the album.
I wrote 9 chapters, like a short novel, and out of those 9 chapters, Reggie and me wrote the lyrics. But it was real fun working with it, and I believe it's a process we will continue working on.
We just want to give the fans a bit more than just the album.
The country has been deceived long enough, and it's time to bring back honesty, respect, and honor to America.
Well, I could tell you, but then I had to kill you.
I must make a pass on that one. Can't really answer that question for you.
Well, you have to ask Mr. REIGNSAW about that if you want a 100% correct answer.
No comment.
There's actually some real stuff in there, in the story. Yes, there is. Which one is real and fake, you have to figure out yourself.